Jesus used parables to pass wise saying to people so that people can get the message. And in the past, the wise men used to use riddles to pass message. Right now, the president has a riddle that he needs to sort it out before 2027. And this is the riddle. The president is a wolf, he has the goat, and he has a cabbage. And he needs to take all these three across a river using a small boat. The boat can only carry one item at a time. He cannot leave the wolf with the goat because the wolf will eat the goat. Neither can he leave the goat with the cabbage because the goat will eat the cabbage. How is the president going to take all these three entities across the river, which is the 2027 election, and win that election when that time comes? As per me, this is how the president can solve his riddle. First and foremost, he'll take the goat across the river and leave the wolf with the cabbage because the wolf cannot eat the cabbage. So once he has left the goat across the river, he'll come back, pick the cabbage, take it across the river, and then when he leaves the cabbage across the river, he'll take the goat and come with it to the other side of the river. When he comes to the other side of the river with the goat, he'll pick the wolf and take it across the river, leave the wolf with the cabbage, then come back, take the goat and go with it. Now he'll have crossed with the three animals across the river without any difficulty. Now, who is the goat, who is the wolf, and who is the cabbage in this scenario? The goat are the Kikuyus, the wolf are the Luos, the cabbage is the rest of the community. He is assured of winning the votes from the Rift Valley come 2027 because that is his community. No matter how bad the guy is, his community will still vote for him. So his biggest gamble is getting the mountain, and then his biggest gamble is getting Western region, and also the biggest gamble is getting the support of Raila Odinga from Rift Valley, from Nyanza region, Now, in today's video, I want to share the political riddle that President Ruto has to solve come 2027 for him to win the 2027 election. As I have told you, how he'll take the things across the river. First of all, take the goat across the river, leave the wolf with the cabbage, come back, take the cabbage across the river, and then leave the cabbage there, pick the goat, come with it back to this other side, pick the wolf, leave here the goat, go the other side, then come back, pick the goat, and then he'll have to go with the three items the other side. What are the four things that are facing President William Ruto that makes him have a very huge riddle to solve before coming to 2027? My name is Movali Derek. Welcome to the Political Spotlight, and I want to appreciate each one of you who has taken time to subscribe to this channel. That goes a long way for me. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button so that the next time we upload such a video, YouTube will automatically recommend it to you. Without much ado, let's dive into today's conversation. Number one, the president is losing the mountain and he wants to have part of it because impeaching Rigathi Gachagua was a wrong move by the president just in the cause of this here. And appointing Kithure Kindiki is not the strongest candidate for President William Ruto. There is where the game of chess outslipped the hands of the president. Raila Odinga made sure to weaken his government by getting rid of Rigathi Gachagua. And when he got rid of Rigathi Gachagua, we have seen Rigathi Gachagua is growing popularity in the mountain so quickly. His influence is unmatched. His influence has grown 3 times more than it was before the 2022 election. And right now, the president, as much as he cannot do with the mountain, you cannot do away with the fact that the mountain votes solemnly and votes in one voice. And in 2022, it was courtesy of the votes of the mountain that this man won the election. And these votes came with Rigathi Gachagua. So him impeaching Rigathi Gachagua sounds as a betrayal to the mountain. And right now, the president is trying to get ways to win back the mountain, right? And if you could see that, he has visited former president, that is Uhuru Kenyatta, saying he has a conversation with him on how things of the nation should do and all that. It might be one way of a president seeking advice from a predecessor. But also, after that, we have seen the son of Uhuru Kenyatta has been appointed to the cabinet, that is Mohoho Kenyatta. And this could be a move by the president to win part of the mountain. Remember, Uhuru Kenyatta attended the wedding ceremony of Kalonzo Musyoka's daughter. And he was the only guest from the political class who attended that event. Raila Odinga even did not attend the event. And Kalonzo Musyoka seems to be in good terms with Rigathi Gachagua. And chances are that come 2027, Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigathi Gachagua will work together. And if these two are going to merge, then it means the Gema community is gone. That is the Gikuyu, the Embu, the Mbere, and all that. And if the Gema community is gone, that means the mountain is totally lost. So what is the president trying to do? The president is trying to get a way to get into the mountain, even if it's 20% of the mountain votes. Then the second thing that the president is facing as a challenge is that his entire nation is against him. Check the Jamhuri Day celebration. It was a poor turnout across Kenya, from Uhuru Park to even here in Kilifi, it was a poor turnout. It's like Kenyans are tired. In places like the Central Park in Nanyuki and other places, whenever the county commissioner stood to read the speech of the president, people walked away. When you go to campuses, students are rejecting to hear the message of the president. This means the entire nation is against him. Mama mboga wamemkataa, watu wa boda wamemkataa, vijana wa shule wamemkataa. So like each and every person is against the president. Demonstrations zimekuwa nyingi. Anything he does, he's facing criticism. That means the nation is not well with him. So he's trying to get away to convince this nation to give him time to fulfill what he had promised when he was campaigning in 2022. But entirely, the nation has lost trust of the president. So the president has a huge task of trying to convince this nation. If you listen, so many government critics and so many political analysts are saying that the president is going to be a one-term president. And this is something that is eating this man up. How am I going to convince the entire nation to vote for me come 2027? And remember when he was in Taita Taveta, he was complaining to the people of Taita Taveta that Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigathi Gachagua are giving him sleepless night. And these people are like, sisi ndio tumewatuma. What does this mean to the president? The people are supporting Kalonzo, because when you could check what Raila did after the maandamano, young people died, then Raila went to form a broad-based government. That put Raila in jeopardy with the young people and also with the entire nation. People saw him as a man who was joyrided on the blood of others to get what he wanted. So that put Raila at a place of stake. But William Ruto had to merge with Raila to try and convince the Lake region to vote for him, because he knew with the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, some percentage he has lost the support of the mountain. So he needed the support of the Lake. But now the entire nation is against him. Yes, part of the Lake is supporting him, or is supporting him because Raila is there. But you also know the last factor is that Raila cannot be trusted. Yeah, if Raila loses the AU seat, which is going for, he will come back in 2027 and shock us all and say that he wants to vie for president. That's something we cannot avoid. That man, if he doesn't get the AU seat, he'll come back say he wants to vie for the president. And even if he wins the AU seat and decides to come and fulfill his promise that he made to Kalonzo Musyoka of supporting him in 2027, it's another problem for William Ruto. He doesn't know how to solve all this. He is a man who knows how to play chess. He played his chess very well, but at the end of it all, he exposed him to get a checkmate at any point, at any time. It's a risky game for him right now to try and convince this entire nation to solemnly vote for him. If Uhuru Kenyatta merges hands with William Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta, I don't think if he has that much force in the mountain the same way Rigathi Gachagua has right now. Yes, there are people who listen to Uhuru and follow him when he goes to Ruto, but also it's not a sure guarantee, because Uhuru said there is no chance of him merging again with overseeing Uhuru formation of government or formation of taking power. So the only way out for the president from my end is for the president to check his moves, audit his government, check his government officials, audit some of the things he has put in place, return the country to a stable state of economy. I'll be doing a video later on the state of the economy of Kenya in relation to Tanzania, and then make sure that each and every person in this nation is supporting him. According to you, can the president manage to convince this nation come 2027? Will he be able to solve the 4 riddles that face him? Raila Odinga potentially betraying him in 2027, him trying to win the mountain and failing to get the mountain, and then the entire nation trying to convince it yet it's against him, and lastly winning the support of Uhuru Kenyatta come 2027. My name is Movali Derek. This is the Political Spotlight. See you on my next video.